Hey, what's going on, guys? Paul Farmer here. This is Freedom Project Live, episode 67. Episode 67. And what I like to do on these is share with you my experience online, marketing tips, mindset tips, and share with you what I'm doing to grow my business in an effort to help you get the best results you can. Okay. So, yesterday, if you were watching yesterday, I was cut off. Right in the middle of what I was saying, really. I had someone at the door. I had to go and uh, answer the door. Had some work being done here. So had to cut it short. But basically, what I was talking about yesterday was having a play account. So I was talking about money management and dividing your income into 6 different accounts or 6 different jars. And this is all based on T. Harv Eker. This is not my advice. This is his advice. I actually have the full entire recording in my group, DB Freedom Project, which is open to everybody. You can go join that for free. The link to that's right below in the description. But I was talking about my play account and how freeing that concept was to me. So what the play account is you take 10% of your income, you put it into your play account, and then your play account is something that every single month you have to go and use that money. You have to spend that money on something you want to do, something you want to buy. It could be anything from, going to dinner, going to movies, going to a fancy hotel, a high-end hotel, staying the night, renting a luxury car, whatever, buying a big screen TV, whatever you want to do with it, it's up to you to use it however you want. And the main reason I like this, and I think it's so freeing, is because you can't just go on and like cut everything and live like a pauper, live like with nothing. And I've done that in the past. So I know how it feels, and it's not a great feeling. It's not a great feeling. Life is not very fun when you're living like that. And what I like about this is it's guilt-free. You're not spending anything that you shouldn't be spending, So anyway, the 6 jars, I never got to go over all this on yesterday's episode. So hopefully nothing happens today and I can cover that today. But these are the 6 jars, okay? So we have what's called the financial freedom account, FFA account. So we have financial freedom account. We have, so the financial freedom account, what this account is set for is you are going to take 10%. Now the percentages can be changed depending on your circumstances, depending on your situation. But you're going to take 10% of your income, whatever your income is that you make for the month, whatever you make. I actually do this weekly because I have income that comes in every week, daily actually, but I do it weekly. I set aside, I break it up into these different categories. Okay. So 10% goes to your financial freedom account. Now your financial freedom account is not to be spent. Your financial freedom account is only for investing, passive income, completely passive, meaning you don't have to work it. It earns for you. It works for you. You don't have to earn it. So 10% to that. 10% is going to go to a savings account for spending. Okay. So your savings account for spending is like you're saving up for a car, you're saving up to buy a house, you're saving up for your child's, your kid's college tuition. You want to take a vacation. That's savings for spending. What's up, Steven? Nice to have you here. And then, so that's 2. We have necessities. Okay, so necessities is basically your bills. Whatever you need, food, bills, whatever you need to live on, that's what that's about. Okay, so depending on where you're at in this process, it may be smaller, may be bigger. Okay. For right now, though, it's 50% goes to your necessities. You might have to tweak it a little bit. You might have to change the percentages a little bit to make it work for you. I know when I was struggling really bad and I didn't have any money, like I couldn't even imagine. I couldn't even imagine like dividing stuff up. Like everything I had was going to necessities. I didn't have anything left over. But he says it's not the amount. So you could take $1, for example, and you could make you could put it in different jars. You could divide it up this way. And by doing so, you're going to develop a great habit that's actually going to set you free a lot sooner than you think. You don't have to have a ton of money to be free financially. So anyway, we have the necessities jar or account, whatever. That's 50%. Next one is education. Education is 10%. So you put 10% away, and education is for like personal development, is for like developing a skill that's going to help you make more money, things like that. So seminars, webinars, books, courses, things like that you're going to invest in. That's the 10% there. And then the last 10%, I believe I've covered all 6, is your giving account. So you want to give 10% of your income to charity, church, whatever, right? Like some other cause, like a giving account, right? And that's kind of how it's broken down. It's broken down into these 6 different accounts. And me personally, I think it's great. I think it's great because a lot of us, what we do is we make money, we spend money. We make money, we spend money. We don't have any left over. And by doing it this way, even if it's just a small amount, you're training yourself how to manage your money. And when you are given little and you manage it well, then you will be given more. If you can't manage the little you have, you will not be given more. So the other big takeaway for me on this was, like he says, don't just focus on debt. Like the advice you get from a lot of people is you got to pay off all your debt before you do anything else. And he says that's wrong because you don't want to do that, because when you're focusing your attention on debt, you're going to bring more debt. What you focus on expands. So what you want to be focusing on is your financial freedom. Put your focus on your financial freedom, not your debt. Your debt's going to get paid off. The whole goal of doing this is to get your passive income to take care of your necessities, to take care of everything. And once you're making enough passive income, you're free. You're financially free. So whatever amount of money you think you need to live free without a job, okay, whatever amount of money you think you need, like that's the amount you need to be making passively. Okay. So whatever that amount is, I don't know what that amount is. He says there's different steps. So your first step might be 100,000. Your next step might be 500,000. Your next, there's different steps. Your next step might be 1 million. I don't know, but you take a smaller step and then you go up and then you go up and you go up, and everything, is going to increase. So this is a very, very powerful concept. I'm very excited about it. This last weekend, we actually took our play money and went and bought something for the house, just a recliner. That may not sound like a big deal, but again, you got to understand, like I've had the money to buy it. I just never did because I'm like, no, I'm not where I want to be yet, so I can't be doing those things. I need to put all my money away. We can't go out to eat. We can't do anything. And honestly, what that does is it just brings lack into your life. It just brings lack. It's not abundance. But by going out and using your play account for experiences and things you want to be doing and being able to add new furniture or whatever in your house. Because if you have a bunch of crap in your house, you have a bunch of stuff falling apart, doesn't look nice, it's going to affect how you feel. So if it affects how you feel, that's what's coming into your life. Like you're not really allowing new things, better things to arrive because you're holding on to the old things. So by doing this with the play account, what's cool, because I'm a marketer, I do online marketing. I could go out and do these different experiences, have these different experiences, and I can record that stuff and share it. And people on the outside looking in are going to be like, well, what the heck are you doing? How are you able to do that? Because like the number one thing you can do if you're in a business or you're thinking about getting in a business, understand this. The number one thing you can do that will really start attracting people to you is lifestyle. It's lifestyle. I'm not saying fake it. I'm not saying fake it till you make it, because people look right through that. But I mean, really living a lifestyle that people want. And you don't need a ton of money to do that. That's the cool part about it, because you're putting 10% in your play jar. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. I mean, as your income grows, obviously your play account will grow. So like, for example, T. Harv Eker, who's a multi-millionaire, his play account, I mean, it's 10%, but he can't even barely spend it because it's so big. So just imagine what's going to happen, So, but at the same time, I mean, you want to be looking for ways to increase your income. So what I do is I have an online business. I actually have a few different streams of income that consistently come in throughout the weeks. I mean, throughout the days, throughout the month, consistently come in. But I've worked for it. I've worked for it. So that's not completely passive, but there is income coming in. So what you want to do is you want to be increasing your skill, always working on your personal development, and increasing what you're making, So if you increase your skill, you can offer more value. That means you're going to make more money. If you can offer more value to the marketplace, you're going to be able to make more money. The people that make the most money online are the ones that provide the most value to the marketplace. They're the ones that people believe can solve their problem. So that's why they make so much. It has nothing to do with need or anything like that. It's value. What kind of value can you offer to the marketplace? So if you guys want to know, how I'm able to create income from the comfort of my home, I've been doing it for a while now. The green check mark right below this video, that is the system I most highly recommend. It's very affordable. It's simple to do. I have tons of recorded training. I do live training. I do everything I can so you can start creating more income. Maybe you want to be able to walk away from your job. You can do that with this, okay? So, but I have a private group set aside to help you get out the gate fast. Because I can tell you from my own personal experience, if you don't know what to do and you're just throwing crap up on the wall, it's going to suck. You're going to spend time, money, energy. It's no good. So you want to be around somebody. You want to learn from somebody that knows what the hell they're doing. They have the results to show for it, and they can guide you and show you exactly what you need to do to grow your business. Now, there's different levels, okay? So I'm not at the top. I can get you, like, I know how to get to 10,000 in a month. I know how to do that. I know how to surpass that, actually. But if we're talking 50,000, 100,000, I don't know how to get there yet. I haven't done it. So then you're going to need a mentor that is bigger, but I would say just getting to 2,000. If you're not at 2,000 a month, let's get you there first. Let's get you to 2,000, and then we can move up. Okay, so click the link right below, green check mark. And I look forward to working with you. Thanks for coming, guys. See you on the next one.